Hi, my name is Craig Cecilio. I'm the CEO and founder of Diversity Fund, a fintech platform that serves the everyday investor. This is my YouTube series where we'll be talking about trending topics such as finance, technology, and the wealth creation space. If you like these topics, please hit the subscribe button. Today, we're going to talk about the Great Resignation. Companies are downsizing. What does this mean? Is that still existing? Are people still resigning from jobs? Over the past few months, I think we're kind of understanding this is kind of not really a great resignation, but it's more reshuffling is a word that has become popular. So people are not really just kind of resigning from jobs. They're moving to different environments, working from home. They're moving from one company to the next. So it's not like everyone has this mass migration and they're leaving their job and not going back to work. So they're categorizing as a great reshuffling. And now, since a lot of companies are pulling back because of fears of the recession and allowing and laying people off, I think it was a Tesla, I'm not sure if it was official now, laid off 10%. These crypto companies are getting crushed. I don't even want to go there. They're going to lay off like 50, 60%. And they might just all be out of business at the end of the day. So now all these people are going to have jobs and be back in the job market. So you could say the pendulum's kind of swinging right there. But really, is the Great Resignation? Let's not talk about the Great Resignation. Let's talk about the Great Reshuffling happening. And now you throw a recession on the top of this. It's going to be very interesting to see what's kind of going to come out of this. I do believe that there's still a lot of jobs out there. The jobs report was pretty positive in that manner, that there's a lot of unemployment still low across the board. And we're going to have to see, this is the beginnings of a recession. So with the beginnings of recession, that's when the layoffs start happening. I do believe there's a lot of jobs out there for people to have. So the shuffling is going to happen a little bit more. And at the end of the day, if you look at this, who do they lay off? They really kind of lay off the non-performers or the divisions that they no longer want to invest in during these time periods. There might be some R&D departments, some growth divisions, and more. They want to start with more underlying fundamentals here. And so a lot of the people who still have the jobs, they're going to have even more choices out there, because I think a lot of headhunters are going to go out and and recruiters will go out and say, hey, would you want to go to work for this company instead of this company? That's kind of the reshuffling that has happened at the end of the day. But, it's just very interesting. We just came out of a time period where people just called it the Great Resignation, and then it kind of morphed into the Great Reshuffling because based on the data, now we're at a time period where kind of layoffs are going to happen and people are going to be put back into in unemployment, where they're going to have to go find jobs. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But as far as the Great Resignation, I think that term is no longer going to be used anymore. It's going to be reshuffling for people, and we'll see how drastic things happen to see, hey, what's the pullback? Employers are going to have a little bit more leverage with people. So it's going to be a little bit interesting to see how things happen, because if the job markets do dry up and there's still a lot of layoffs there, they'll be a little bit more picky on choosing who works for what companies. There'll be a little bit less opportunity for people out there. But I still like that word reshuffling, because I still see a lot of people being able to have choices in this time period. But again, this is my YouTube series. Feel free to hit the like button, subscribe button. Plenty more topics we'll be talking about in the near future. Appreciate you, and hopefully be here to share a lot more stories with you. Thank you.